via this machine. So I'm going to go straight away to Luther in Cheshire. And Luther says, I'd like to know how you intend to leave the EU on the 31st of October with no movement from the EU on their terms and still so much opposition in Parliament. And Luther, you've asked the crucial question, and there's a terrible kind of collaboration, as it were, going on between people who think they can block Brexit in Parliament and our European friends. And our European friends are not moving in their opposition to, in their willingness to compromise. They're not compromising at all on the withdrawal agreement, even though it's been thrown out 3 times. They're sticking with every letter, every comma of the withdrawal agreement, including the backstop, because they still think that Brexit can be blocked in Parliament. And so the awful thing is that the longer that goes on, the more likely it is, of course, that we will be forced to leave with a no-deal Brexit. That's not what I want, it's not what we're aiming for, but we need our European friends to compromise. And the more they think that there's a chance that Brexit can be blocked in Parliament, the more adamant they are in sticking to their position. But, Luther, I want you to know that I remain confident that we'll get there. We will come out of the European Union on October the 31st, because I think in the end, both our friends in other European capitals and I think MPs and Sam Dearden from Newport, South Wales, asks, what lengths am I going to go to prevent Parliament from blocking Brexit? And would this include scheduling an election after 31st of October? Well, Sam, I think the British public have had a lot of elections and electoral events. They had the election in 2015, they had the referendum in 2016, they had another election in 2017. I think what they want us to do is get on and deliver Brexit on October the 31st, and I never tire of telling you that is what we are going to do. And Amy in Weaverham says, what will you do to restore the British people's faith in politics and politicians after the last 3 years of division, chaos and broken promises? And I think that, Amy, that's really I'd give you the same kind of answer. In fact, exactly the same answer. Amy, we're coming out of the European Union on October the 31st. I think that's what the British people voted for, and they feel very frustrated that 3 years after they gave that instruction and after the British Parliament promised again and again to people that we would do it, that they feel very annoyed and frustrated. I've got one more question, I'm told, and I'm going to go to Oliver, who says, who's my favourite political hero, inspired during my time in politics. Oliver, I would obviously Winston Churchill's one, but I would mention Pericles of Athens, who believed in all sorts of wonderful things. He certainly believed in great infrastructure projects. He believed in the importance of the many, not the few. But above all, Pericles will go down as one of the most powerful articulators of the idea of democracy, which is that the people are ultimately in charge of their own destiny. And it's because the people took that decision to leave the European Union that we're going to come out on October the 31st, whatever happens. Anyway, I think that's all I've got time for today for this edition of People's PMQs. Thank you all very much for tuning in.